I know exactly how it feels to be a fat ass. And if you've wanted a six pack your entire life and you've never had a six pack, you can relate to my story. Because for my entire life, I didn't have a six pack. I was skinny fat before I started working out. And even when I started working out, I still had a layer of fat on my stomach. And it was only recently that I finally was able to lose all of the belly fat and got a six pack. And your quality of life also improves when you're this lean. So this video is going to detail how you can make that same transformation. If you're 25% body fat, if you're 30% body fat, if you're overweight, this video is going to go into detail as to how you can lose fat, build muscle, and get that six pack that you've always been dreaming of. First, you have to understand that weight loss and fat loss is not the same thing. If you decide to starve yourself, if you decide to starve max, and just cut out a lot of food and go on an extreme calorie deficit, chances are you will be losing a lot of weight. But that weight is not going to be fat. You're going to be losing muscle. You're going to be losing water. You're going to be losing a lot of other things other than just fat alone. Fat loss has to be gradual. You have to decrease your calories in a sustainable manner. So your goal should be to lose fat, but be keeping your muscle, if not building muscle at the same time. And this is the key to looking lean and aesthetic instead of just losing all your weight and looking like a skinny. So the biggest mistake you can make when you're trying to lose weight is not going to the gym and lifting weights. You should be lifting weights whether you're skinny. You should be lifting weights whether you're skinny fat. You should be lifting weights whether you're obese. No matter what you are as a man, you should be lifting weights, period. This is the only way to be building muscle consistently. And if you stick to it long enough, you can distinguish yourself from other men because you have more muscle mass. Other men will respect you if you have more muscle mass. Your physique will look better if you have more muscle mass. On the other hand, if you just diet and do cardio, you are going to lose muscle mass. You'll lose weight, but that won't all be fat. You'll lose muscle as well. And what this does, if you're losing muscle on a diet, that means your metabolic rate is going down, meaning you're burning less and less calories. So over time, you have to eat less and less until it's simply unsustainable. And you have to avoid trying to lose weight too fast. If you're going for rapid weight loss, trying to lose 5 pounds in a week, going for some crazy amount of weight in a single week, this is how you crash your hormones. This is how you crash your metabolism. And this is terrible for your health. So ideally, you want to be losing 1% of your body weight a week. Take things slow, take things gradual, and this is how you keep fat off without losing too much muscle. And the key to dieting really comes down to nutrition. You don't have to go keto or carnivore. All you realistically need to do is enter a sustainable whole foods diet. So as long as you're eating 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight, at least that, you can fill up the rest with either fats or carbs to your preference. You don't want to cut out all fats as well, because fats are actually good for your hormones. And you don't want to cut out all carbs either, unless you want to go keto or carnivore, because carbs are also important for your workouts, unless you want to be burning fat as your fuel. In which case, if you do carnivore or keto, then it takes a period of up to 21 days to fully adapt to using fat as a fuel source. So your workouts will suffer in the time being, but going carnivore or keto is also a good way to lose weight. Another thing you have to look out for is that you cannot crash out. If your weight varies significantly day to day, your water, your sodium, how much water you retain, and your sleep is all going to fluctuate day by day. So every single day you step on the scale, your weight might fluctuate as well. So the only thing that is in your control is your weekly trend. Are you weighing less every single week? That is the only thing you should be paying attention to. And this is how you actually measure progress. Last but not least, you have to view cardio as a tool, not as the answer to fat loss. You can use it to improve your heart health, but if you are trying to maintain a calorie deficit solely by cardio alone, you are making a big mistake. There are better ways to use your time. Your focus should be on lifting and diet. And I'm sure you don't want to be spending an hour on the treadmill every single day just so you can burn off a couple hundred of calories. There's better ways to use your time. You're better off focusing on improving your lifts, building more muscle, and your diet. So if you want to go from overweight to being lean, this is exactly what you should do.